Hideo Kojima spoke up about the direction that Metal Gear, a series he gave birth to back in 1987, is taking with Metal Gear Survive. In particular, he commented on the odd inclusion of zombies. What did he say exactly? Let's give it some thought. What is going on, you beautiful thought-having people, you? Give it thought back here today for a gaming news update. This year's Tokyo Game Show has not disappointed with the amount of comments by people in the gaming industry. Just yesterday, I did a video about Sony's worldwide president commenting on No Man's Sky, and today we get an industry titan in Hideo Kojima answering questions about the series he created but is no longer involved with. And that, of course, is Metal Gear. In case you didn't know, Kojima left Konami. Did I just say Konami? I'm keeping it. Anyway, he left Konami, the company that publishes the Metal Gear games, back in 2015 at an unspecified time. Some say March, some say October, doesn't matter. But what does matter is that he is no longer involved with the creation of the franchise that was built off his attention to detail and quirky sense of humor. Now we have Metal Gear Survive, a multiplayer zombie game coming without any involvement from Kojima. And so far, the fan reaction has been less than favorable. Okay, it has been downright hateful. So without further ado, let's get in there and see what he had to say about the whole ordeal, and specifically, those zombies. At a stage presentation at the aforementioned Tokyo Game Show, Kojima, along with his partner in crime, Yoji Shinkawa, who was a former character and technical designer for the Metal Gear series, were taking press questions about his upcoming game, Death Stranding. And I could gush about that game for 10 minutes, so let's move on from that. But of course, questions regarding Metal Gear Survive came up, as they should, and Kojima, judging by his comments, is not too pleased with the direction his former affiliates are taking with Metal Gear. First, he was asked if the idea of the inclusion of zombies in a Metal Gear game had come from him, to which he replied, "That's nothing to do with me." So we can see that Kojima is fast to remove himself from the game altogether, and who could blame him? But he continued where he spoke about what the Metal Gear games were to him, saying, "The Metal Gear games are about political fiction and espionage. Where do zombies fit in with that?" To which he has a point. Although, to be fair, the Metal Gear series is known for its brand of oddities, so I don't think that zombies are too far out there. But it is a weird path for the series to take nonetheless. The whole thing wrapped up with Shinkawa, the series' former designer I mentioned earlier, making a pretty funny comment about the whole thing. He responded when asked if he had been involved with a new Metal Gear game that, "If I had worked on that game, it would have mechs in it." And of course it would, Mr. Shinkawa. All in all, I applaud the two of them for having a sense of humor about the whole thing. His departure was a mess that I don't think Konami will ever recover from, at least not in the video games arena. Kojima and his staff have the right to be enraged about this, but here we see them taking it all in stride. As I said before, the two of them were at the conference to promote Death Stranding, so it is nice to see the whole ordeal with Konami has not hurt their spirits or took their attention away from their upcoming game. So before I go, I want to ask you a question. Will you be picking up Metal Gear Survive when it releases? I haven't closed the book on it personally. I love the series and it's hard to imagine myself not playing the newest Metal Gear game. So tell me what you're planning on down in the comments. And I think that's the end of today's video. And before I get to the whole subscribe spiel, I just wanted to say thank you all for commenting on my videos. The community interaction on them has been astounding and it's something I never expected, so I just wanted to say thank you for that really quick. But if you enjoyed this video and you are new here, why not subscribe? It'll put you in line for all the latest gaming news, especially on No Man's Sky, Final Fantasy 15, and The Last Guardian. And if this video gets a good enough reception, I'll include Metal Gear Survive in there, as well as Death Stranding. And if you enjoyed this video, why not check out yesterday's No Man's Sky news update? As I mentioned before, it was all about Sony's president commenting on No Man's Sky, and me being a little salty about people taking those quotes out of context. So go check that one out. But I think that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, give thought to everything.